Hello everyone, welcome back to our second module of Google Sheet class. Today we'll be looking at Google Sheet data management, and I'll be introducing to you some of the formula that you can use to manage your data. First function would be the text function. So for the text function, it converts a number into text according to a specified format. For instance, look at column A. We have a that format here. We have 6th of August 2016. And we can change it into another type of formats. For instance, if we want to change this format into this kind of format, we can simply convert it using function. So how do you change it? Simply type in equal sign followed by text and then open bracket and then select the data you wish to convert. In this case would be A2 and then comma followed by the quotation mark, and you want it to be displayed in this kind of data format. So simply just type in D/M/YY and then ends with a quotation mark as well and ends with a bracket. So when you press enter, the result will be like this. So likewise, you can try using the following examples given to you. For instance, you want your date instead of in numeric, but change it to text. You can simply do the same. Just simply type in equal sign followed by text and then select the data that you wish to convert, put a comma and then add the quotation marks, and you can write the that format that you wish to and ends it with a quotation mark and ends it with a end bracket, and after that click enter and you can have this kind of format instead. So that is the use of the text function. How about substitute function? Substitute function can be used to replace one or all instances of a string within text to search. It cannot be used to replace multiple, but not all instances within a single call. This function returns text as the output. If a number is desired, try using the value function in conjunction with this function. For instance, look at this picture. You have an input of turtle, T-U-T-T-L-E, and you wish to substitute the T with B. So you can use the formula like this. Put the equal sign, type in substitute, and then open bracket. Select the data that you wish to convert, and then ends with a comma and quotation mark, and then T, add on the T. T is the one that you want to replace or the one that you want to substitute, and then comma again, and then fill in the characters or the alphabet that you wish to substitute. And then in this case, when you press enter, all instances replace. So all the word tutle, T-U-T-T-L-E, will change to bubble. But if you only wish to change the first character only, you need to add 1 at behind of it. So it only changed the first instance, only replace. And if let's say you want to change the cat into cat dog, simply type in equal substitute, select the data, and then quotation mark cat, comma again, quotation dog, and ends with a bracket, and it will substitute the cat into dog. So in this case, you will get a cat dog. And another example here is the hashtag sign with catch. So you want to remove the hash sign with nothing. So simply type in equal sign with substitute, select the catch, the data that you want. For instance, here is B9, and then quotation, H, and then comma again, put the quotation mark, but don't put any things there, and ends it with a bracket. So it will replace with nothing. So that is the function of substitute function. Another function that is very useful would be the today function. The today function returns the current date as per the local date and time setting on the user's computer. It is a dynamic or volatile Google Sheet function, meaning that it recalculates automatically. So for instance, in this picture, you can use the today function. For instance, like in this case, 24th of May in 2021. You want to know a week before what is the date. So you can simply type equal, put in today, bracket, and then -7. And it will show you the dates a week before. And if you wish to know a date 1 week later, you can also use the same function, but instead of -7, you put +7. And then also you can use another function that would be equals to edate equals to plus edate, and then bracket today, and then comma, put a 3 here with a bracket. It will show you 3 months from today. If let's say you want to know the date 3 months from today, you can use this function. Equals edate, bracket today, bracket again, comma, 3, and then bracket. And then you can also plus the time. So for instance, for this case, equals sign plus today plus the time, 18, 0, 0, and n. So it will reveal to you today at 6 p.m. So that is the today function, which it will calculate automatically for you. You can reveal the date 1 week before, 1 week after, or even 90 days ahead, 3 months from today, and so forth. Next function will be concatenate. The word concatenate is just another way of saying to combine or to join together. The concatenate function allows you to combine text from different cells into one cell. So in this case, you have 2 cells with 2 different words, but you want to combine them into one cell. So you can simply type in equal concatenate, choose the word that you wish to combine. In this case would be be at, and comma again, put in the open the quotation marks, and then comma again, followed by the second text that you want to add, which here in this case is C add. And then when you press enter, you will get the Jeremy John combined instead of splitted. And if let's say you want to add on something behind of it, you can put equal concatenate followed by the text you wish to add, and then you can put a comma plus left, and then select another text that you wish to add, comma again, plus one, put in the one, and then bracket, and then comma again, then quotation mark, and add the abc.com. So the final result will be jeremyj@abc.com. So that is the use of the concatenate. It allows you to combine the text from different cells into one cell. Another function would be the IFERROR function. The IFERROR function is used to catch errors and return to a more friendly result or message when an error is detected. When formula returns to a normal result, the IFERROR function returns that result. When a formula returns to an error, IFERROR returns an alternative result. In this case, instead of having this kind of figure or error in your cell, you can put the IFERROR function in order to get a more friendly result instead. So for instance, if you want to get rid of this, you can simply type in the cell like this. Put the equal sign, type in IFERROR, select the data, and then slash B3, and then comma again, put the 0, and then ends with a bracket and enter. You will get a 0 here instead of this kind of funny figure. So that is the IFERROR function. And IFERROR function also allows you to be able to calculate what is written here instead. So let's try exercise 2.1, where in this exercise, you are to acknowledge the data management on utilizing formula function, and also you are to practice the function of text, today, and substitute. All right, so this time around, we will be looking at transpose. So basically, transpose means that you want to shift the data set here horizontally into vertically. So I mean horizontally here, vertically here into horizontal way of representing your data. So how do you do that? Simply use this formula, which is equal, and then transpose. Select B2 to C10. And then it will shift the data set from vertical to horizontal. So transpose means that you can change the orientation when the row become column and the column become the rows. Another important function will be the Importrange. So Importrange enable a form of cross-spreadsheet integration, allowing a range of cells from another spreadsheet or worksheet within the same sheet to be imported. And this allows Google Sheet user to split up their data into multiple different sheets while still being able to view using a simple formula. So how do you do that? Type in equal sign, put it Importrange, bracket, and then simply copy the link on your worksheet, I mean the spread worksheet, or another different Google Sheet document, simply copy the link and then paste it there. And you can import the data from there. Another formula would be the array formula. So array formula enables the display of values written into multiple rows and or columns, and the use of non-array functions with arrays. So the array function would be like this. You can type in equal sign array formula bracket 100. If the value is 100, you wish to add on, and then put the asterisk sign, and then you can select from A1 to D5. And this is the final result. So every one of these will times 100. And you can see the data set here, a new data set here. Okay, here comes the exercise 2.2. So this exercise requires you to acknowledge the data management with Importrange, Transpose, and Arrayformula function. Next, we'll be looking at HLookUp. HLookUp simply means horizontal lookup and can be used to retrieve information from a table by searching a row for the matching data and outputting from the corresponding column. While VLookUp searches the value in a column, HLookUp searches the value in a row. So how do you do that? You have a set of data here, and you simply want to know about KT in this example. So simply type in these signs with equal, then HLookUp, bracket, quotation KT, comma, followed by B12 to F17, and then comma again, and then follow up by these symbols. You can type in 1 to 3 to 1 to 6, and then end with these symbols, and comma again, and put in false, and then bracket, and then put in these symbols, and enter. And this is the final result of the function of HLookUp. And next, we will be looking at VLookUp. So VLookUp stands for vertical lookup. It is a function that makes Excel search for a certain value in a column or the so-called table array in order to return a value from a different column in the same row. So this is how the VLookUp function is used. So for instance, if you want to use the VLookUp, you can simply type in equal VLookUp, select the data you wish to look up, and then type in lookup table, and then followed by exclamation mark, the cash sign, and then put the A cash sign again, 2 to cash sign B cash sign 7, comma 2, comma false, ends bracket, and the data here will be revealed. So here comes the exercise 2.3. That is to acknowledge you to use data management, to do data management using the HLookUp and VLookUp functions. So again, at the end of this module, you have an assignment to do. You have an assignment you can try. And we hope that whatever you learned today would be useful for this assignment. Thank you.